Okay, now all I did to get where I want to go is I took my Velcro gasket and I lined it up with the holes, and I took a marker and I marked where the gasket lays, right? So that gives me my outline of what I want to cut out. 882s, which I like 882s because they're heavy castings and they tend not to crack, and they're one of the better out of the box flowing if you do a little bit of work, okay, for a 70 smog head. All right, and that's what we're going to. So this is what I have to work with, and this is what we're going to do. So this is the materials we're going to be taking out. Now this is the other one, the other 882, and I've already done the work. I still probably need to do a little bit of finish work down about right there. It's a little bit wide on the bottom, but other than that, that's pretty close. And I did the same thing. You can still see the silver paint around the edges. All right, there's a couple things you're going to need. First thing is cover your head. If you're bald like me, this thing throws out chips at a monstrous rate, and they're hot when they come off. Eye protection, always eye protection. Bill down. Hearing protection, always hearing protection, because this thing is monstrously loud. Okay, long sleeves, because the chips, they land on your skin, they burn. All right, and last but not least, I like to have a table to be able to use as a steady while I'm grinding this out and burning this in. And I'll use probably 3 different deals. This one is the largest one. This one is a little bit smaller for around the corners, and this one is designed really good for getting in those corner bits to get that shape that you're looking for. All right, so let's get some gloves on, and we'll get started. Now this is just rough, just getting the shape, okay? That's why you trace them around. That is going to flow a lot more. Now, like I said, this is just rough. This isn't anywhere being done, but this has been about 6 minutes. And so I have the basic shape. And so we're going to continue using this bit to do the other 3 ports. Okay, about halfway in, and this is just a quick, and you can see where I slipped a couple times, but that's the easy fix. We'll just have these decked, but that's the difference. You can get a good idea about just the airflow alone. Now I haven't pulled valves or anything, and we'll be doing all that, but I mean right now I'm just getting the ports straightened out, but that's about 25 minutes for those 2 ports. So I got another 25 minutes for these 2 ports. But as you can see, it just puts stuff everywhere. But it's not that hard of a process. It just takes time. And nice and slow, and the right tools. And that bit's been my bread and butter buddy for a long time. Okay, so we're going to finish these 2 out. Have you guys heard yet? Uncle Buck's Garage is giving its first giveaway, which is this engine as it sits. All right, this is the one in the video with almost 700,000 views. So if you want to know what's in this, watch that video, buy yourself a little bit of merch, and you're qualified. You just got to send me a screenshot of the purchase. Good luck and have a good day. Okay, we're an hour in, and I just got the sides and the bottoms done. I still got to flip it over and do the tops up in here, up on this edge. But you can kind of see where we're going with this. And I thinned this up a little bit, got rid of all that shrouding, if you want to call it that 70s fuel economy, no power stuff. Okay, so we're going to flip this over and we're going to put the blocks in, and we're going to get it up where we can see, and then we're going to work the top of the runners. Okay, now what I'm doing now is I'm using the drill on the high speed, and I'm using the cartridge roll, and I'm smoothing all the highs and low spots out, putting the polish on it. I haven't pulled the valves yet. Gonna have to pull the valves. Gotta get the valve spring compressor out and do that. But this is just, the majority of it is right here. There's bowl blend work up inside there that you can do, that we're going to do little bits, take the roughness out, smooth it all up. But it's a pretty simple process. We're just knocking down all the highs and low spots. You can see the debris going. And that's all we're doing. Now we're making it pretty. Now we're just making all them runners pretty. Okay, I've been at it for about 4 hours, and I just want to go over a couple things so that you guys know and can do this for yourselves. Okay, now, the meat, the chunk of it to get the shape that you want, that's what you're going to use your die grinder for, okay? Then, after you're pretty happy with where it's at, that's when you start going, and I use a drill, and that's when I start polishing, because these cartridge rolls don't like 30,000 RPMs. They'll come apart, okay? It'll polish it really fast, but they'll come apart, and you'll go through dozens of them before you get the job done. I've used 4 of this type. This is, it's small on the bottom and large on the end, and it's used for getting in the corners. You can really do the fine eye work. But you can't get that nice, like on, on your, you got to have something a little smaller, right? To fit the corners, to make the corners look right, to make the corners right size. So that's why, like a polishing kit comes with 2 different kinds. It comes with narrow on the front, wide on the bottom, and it comes with flat. Okay. Now, I've got the majority of the work done with this off the drill, but now I'm on the flats. And the flats is just finishing work. It's just making it look pretty. But it's necessary, and it works, and it makes power. Because the more air you can get in that through there, the better. And the smoother it is, and the correct size. So you're not, so your main material surface or your port looks pretty much exactly like that. We're pretty good. I mean, I got, gasket matching it up. She's really on a nice. Now, you could actually probably even use, Felpro has different gaskets for bigger ports, smaller ports. This is just your standard replacement, and this is good enough for me. And this will give you an idea of what it can look like after a couple hours, or, well, about 4 hours worth of work. But that's light years ahead of what it was, smog heads. This is not hard to do. You just got to take your time. Just remember, you take the chunk out with the die grinder, and then you finish it up with the drill. And that way you're not removing too much material. And as you can see, she's pretty much going to suck as much air as she possibly could. I mean, I'm sure there's guys out there that have the guru and the zen to it that know how to do stuff like this, but for a home job, it doesn't get any better than that. Plus, like I said, they're 882s, which means they're heavy, which they're the heavy casting, which they're less prone to crack. Plus, 882s have hardened exhaust valve seats already in them from the factory. So you ain't got to worry about that with race fuel or unleaded gas. You ain't got to worry about the exhaust seats eroding on you over time. So I like 882s. Do a little bit of work. They flow really good. hardened exhaust seats, you're good to go. It's going to be an afternoon's worth of work, and I've been at it for about 4 hours, and I got the runners done, but I don't have the bowls done underneath the valves. So we'll still have to do that. Let's see, get a valve job done on it, and get her vatted, and take it to the machine shop, let them do their thing. We have the engine giveaway going up, and we have Tuesday Night Lives, 8 o'clock Central, every Tuesday. We have really good fun. We have a great time. I look forward to it all week. So if you're still here, like, share, and subscribe. Smash that button, hit that bell. Tell your friends about Uncle Buck's Garage.